Groundbreaking study links cell phone radiation to human cancer. A must-watch revelation. Remember to visit RF Safe to stay up to date on cell phone radiation. This study supports concerns raised by the NTP and RI studies. It's a groundbreaking study on radiofrequency radiation's genetic code impact based on RI study results. In debates on cell phone radiation health effects, the relevance of animal studies to human health is often questioned. However, this new research provides a compelling counterpoint. Key highlights: NEACE and Ramazzini study, published January 17, 2024. Finding tumors in rats exposed to RFR are morphologically similar to low-grade human gliomas. Genetic analysis. Using next-generation sequencing, the study identified significant genetic mutations in rat tumors, offering insights into RFR's carcinogenic potential. Public health implications. The study underscores the need to consider animal research results when assessing human health risks from RFR exposure. Groundbreaking study on radiofrequency radiation's genetic code. Impact. In the ongoing debate over the health effects of cell phone radiation, this study stands out by directly addressing the relevance of animal studies to human health. The morphological similarity between tumors in RFR-exposed rats and low-grade human gliomas suggests these biological effects could translate to humans. Study validates animal cell phone radiation. Health effects likely translate to human concern. The National Toxicology Program, NTP, and the Ramazzini Institute, RI, both found evidence of cancer from RFR exposure in animals. This latest study builds on these findings by analyzing tissue samples from the RI studies, revealing genetic similarities between rat tumors and human gliomas. This discovery challenges the notion that animal studies are irrelevant to human health, highlighting the need for caution in RFR exposure from cell phones. Key point: morphological similarities between tumors in rats exposed to RFR and low-grade human gliomas suggest potential parallels in human health effects. This revelation challenges the dismissal of animal study results in assessing the risks of RFR exposure in humans. In debates on cell phone radiation health effects where the relevance of animal studies to human health is questioned, this study provides a very strong counterpoint. Not to mention, there are good reasons we use rats and not humans in these studies. While skeptics will say that humans aren't rats, this study begs to differ. While the NTP and RI cancer probability is specific to rats, it is important to note that there has never been a study in the history of scientific research that has shown 1 in 12 rats developing cancer from exposure to a substance or agent that was subsequently proven to be safe for humans. Now we are finding out that cell phone-induced cancers are nearly identical in both rats and humans. The key aspect is the morphological similarity between tumors found in rats exposed to RFR and low-grade human gliomas. This similarity suggests that the biological effects observed in rats could be reflective of potential effects in humans. While species differences are always a consideration in scientific research, such parallels provide a compelling argument for the translational relevance of these findings. It underscores the importance of considering the NTP and RI animal study results, especially when they show similarities to human conditions, in assessing potential health risks of RFR exposure. Study validates animal cell phone radiation health effects likely translate to human concern. The National Toxicology Program concluded the results of a significant study on the effects of radiofrequency radiation from cell phones and announced an end to research if there is an effect, after finding clear evidence of carcinogenicity in animal models. This was further corroborated by the Ramazzini Institute, which replicated these results, strengthening the evidence. However, a common counter-argument in these discussions has been the applicability of these findings to human health, as the studies were conducted on rats. This skepticism is now being addressed head-on by a groundbreaking study that analyzed tissue samples from the RI studies. Deciphering the genetic code, a groundbreaking study on radiofrequency radiation's impact. In a landmark study published on January 17, 2024, scientists have taken a significant leap in understanding the biological impacts of radiofrequency radiation, offering insights that could redefine public health guidelines in the era of wireless technology. Utilizing tissue samples from the Ramazzini Institute's animal studies, this research aimed to unravel the carcinogenic potential of chronic RFR exposure. The findings were nothing short of revelatory, Highlight Niace and Ramazzini scientists just published a study finding tumors in rats resulting from lifetime exposure to low-dose far-field RFR are morphologically similar to low-grade human gliomas. Study genetic profiling of rat gliomas and cardiac schwannomas from lifetime radiofrequency radiation exposure study using a targeted next-generation sequencing gene panel. Using a targeted next-generation sequencing panel, the study analyzed 23 human glioma-related genes in these rat tumors. The findings were significant. They revealed distinct genetic mutations, offering a deeper insight into how RFR may trigger carcinogenic processes at the molecular level. The translational relevance of these results to human health cannot be overstated. By comparing these genetic alterations in rat tumors with human cancer data from the COSMIC database, the study bridges a critical gap in our understanding. This comparison provides a clearer picture of the similarities and differences between RFR-induced tumors in animal models and naturally occurring human cancers. What makes this study stand out is its potential to reshape our approach to RFR safety standards. The Ramazzini Institute study, a cornerstone in RFR research. The Ramazzini Institute study had previously supported the National Toxicology Program's findings, which indicated a potential cancer risk associated with RFR. Building on this foundation, the recent study delved deeper, analyzing tissue samples to understand the exact genetic changes RFR induces in living organisms. Unlocking the genetic effects of RFR. The meticulous analysis revealed that RFR exposure led to significant genetic alterations in rat tumors. This is a crucial finding, as it offers a molecular-level understanding of how RFR could potentially initiate cancer development. Such insights are invaluable in a world where wireless technology and RFR exposure are ubiquitous. Translating animal studies to human health concerns. While the leap from animal studies to human implications is complex, this research provides a crucial piece of the puzzle. By mapping the genetic changes in these rat models, scientists can better predict and understand the potential risks humans face in an RFR-prevalent environment. This is especially pertinent given the widespread use of cell phones and other wireless devices. Implications for public health and safety standards. The implications of these findings extend far beyond the realms of scientific inquiry. They call for a reevaluation of public health policies and safety standards related to wireless technology. As we move forward, it's imperative that these results inform our approach to RFR exposure, balancing technological advancements with health considerations. Continuing the quest for knowledge. This study is a critical step forward, but it's just the beginning. As technology evolves, so must our understanding of its impact on health. Continued research is essential to keep pace with the rapid advancements in wireless technology, ensuring that public health remains at the forefront of technological innovation. In conclusion, this groundbreaking study not only advances our scientific understanding, but also challenges us to rethink our relationship with technology. As we embrace the conveniences of wireless communication, we must also remain vigilant about its potential health impacts, guided by rigorous scientific inquiry and prudent public health policies. For a deeper dive into the study, I highly recommend reading the full report in PLOS 1. Why clinging to old technology could be more harmful than embracing newer alternatives. The debate surrounding the safety of different generations of mobile technology, especially with the advent of 5G, has led many to cling to older phones out of fear of new technology. However, this might not be the wisest choice given the overwhelming evidence of health risks associated with older wireless technologies. Major studies highlighting health risks. Several major studies have consistently pointed towards increased health risks from the electromagnetic radiation emitted by older mobile technologies. These include the Interphone study, the Hardell Group studies, the Serenet study, the U.S. National Toxicology Program, NTP, the Ramazzini Institute study, the Reflex Project, the Bio-Initiative Report. These studies collectively indicate a correlation between cell phone-level electromagnetic radiation and adverse health effects, including cancer and other serious health issues. Physics and clinical data. Both physics and clinical data support the notion that older mobile technologies, with their longer wavelengths, penetrate the body more deeply, potentially causing more harm. Conversely, shorter wavelengths used in newer technologies like 5G are less likely to be absorbed deeply into the body, reducing potential risks. Misconceptions about 5G. The biggest concern with 5G centers around the close proximity of high-powered microwave repeaters and cell towers to homes and schools. However, when comparing the potential health impacts of 5G to older technologies, especially in close proximity to the body, it is essential to understand the relative risks. Depth of penetration. Shorter wavelengths used in the 5G mmWave spectrum do not penetrate the body as deeply as the longer wavelengths used in 2G, 3G, and 4G. This is just a fact. Does this mean that is all that matters? Absolutely not. This means that the immediate risk to deeper tissues, organs, and even fetal development is potentially lower with 5G than with older sub-2.4 GHz cellular networks. Proximity and exposure. The closer the device is to your body, the more significant the exposure. Therefore, upgrading to a technology that reduces the depth of penetration is a step toward minimizing risk, when the alternative is sticking with a technology that uses frequencies that are known to be disruptive deep inside the body. The lesser of two evils. While no microwave frequency exposure should be deemed safe, 5G may be considered the lesser of two evils compared to older technologies that have decades of compelling research pointing to serious health risks at these frequencies. Holding on to older phones that we know are associated with dire health outcomes does not help reduce risks. Instead, it might be wiser to transition to newer technologies while continuing the safest practices and advocating for the USA to return to the international effort after taxpayer-funded studies found clear evidence of cancer. Recent legal victories and ongoing concerns. The Environmental Health Trust, EHT, won a landmark case against the FCC where the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit found that the FCC's decision to retain its 1996 safety limits was arbitrary and capricious. The court noted the FCC's failure to respond to scientific evidence showing harm from wireless radiation, particularly non-thermal effects, long-term exposure, and impacts on children. Consumer awareness and protection. Given the shortcomings of current safety standards and the lack of ongoing research, it's crucial for consumers to take proactive steps to protect themselves and their families. Choose larger devices. Opting for larger iPhone models can reduce radiation exposure, as they leak less radiation compared to smaller models. Use radiation shields. Products like QuantaCase can help minimize exposure by providing a barrier between the device and the body while promoting the safest usage. Practice safe usage. Encourage using speaker mode or air tube headsets to keep the phone away from the body, and avoid carrying phones in pockets close to the body. Tips for kids' safe cell phone use. Ensuring the safe use of cell phones by children is crucial in minimizing potential health risks and promoting responsible behavior. Here are some tips for promoting safe cell phone use among kids. 1. Set usage limits. Establish boundaries on when and how long your child can use their cell phone. Encourage breaks and offline activities to prevent excessive screen time and minimize radiation exposure. 2. Maintain a safe distance. Teach your child to hold their phone away from their body when not in use, and to use speakerphone or air tube headsets for calls, which help reduce direct exposure to radiation. 3. Use text messaging. Encourage your child to send text messages instead of making voice calls, as texting keeps the phone further away from the head and reduces radiation exposure. 4. Avoid weak signals. Inform your child that using a cell phone when the signal is weak can cause the device to emit more radiation. Encourage them to wait until they have a strong signal before making calls or using data. 5. Turn off the phone at night. Have your child turn off their phone or enable airplane mode at night to minimize radiation exposure and promote healthy sleep habits. 6. Use a QuantaCase. Equip your child's phone with a QuantaCase, which features RF-safe registered trademark radiation shielding technology to deflect harmful radiation away from their body. 7. Educate your child. Teach your child about the potential risks associated with excessive cell phone use and radiation exposure, and discuss the importance of using their phone responsibly and safely. 8. Monitor usage. Regularly review your child's cell phone usage to ensure they are adhering to the established boundaries and using their device safely and responsibly. 9. Parental controls. Set up parental controls on your child's phone to block access to inappropriate content and manage their overall phone usage. 10. Eat healthy and stay fit. Living a lifestyle that minimizes oxidative stress. Damage. Oxidative stress, caused by an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in your body, can lead to cumulative damage over time. Adopting a lifestyle that minimizes oxidative stress can help protect your health in the long run. By implementing these tips, you can help promote safe and responsible cell phone use among your children, minimizing potential health risks associated with radiation exposure and fostering a healthy relationship with technology.